Do you have a moment in a photo shoot maybe, or a movie or a TV show, when you thought to yourself, I will never look sillier than this?
Oh, God, yeah.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the silliest, most hilarious, and charming incidents in the career of the UK's Olivia Colman, both on and off screen.
Yeah. And they're just sort of doing that to each other.
Wow. And I was tuning in going, I don't know what I'm watching, but I can't turn off.
Number 10. Look at me. It's rare for one scene to be used constantly to promote a film's release, yet still garner the same excited reaction from the audience when they watch the moment play out in the cinema.
Who did your makeup?
We went for something dramatic. Do you like it?
You look like a badger.
Oh.
But that's exactly what happened with 2018's The Favourite. With Olivia Colman playing a fictional version of Queen Anne, Rachel Weisz's Lady Sarah Churchill criticizes Anne's appearance by comparing it to a badger.
What do you think you look like? Badger.
As she goes to leave, Anne glances at a servant and yells at them to look at her before screaming, "How dare you," when he does. Colman's comedic talents were shining through in this unhinged and hilarious moment.
Did you just look at me? Did you? Look at me! Look at me! How dare you! Close your eyes!
Number 9. Botox Buddy. During the press junket for Wicked Little Letters, Colman and co-star Jessie Buckley met with BBC Radio 2 presenter Vernon Kay. Colman can't seem to get her head around the fact that she and Kay are the same age, as she believes he looks much younger than her. She then asks him how much Botox he's had, which he claims he hasn't had. Bluntly and honestly, Colman states she's had loads, and it hurts since, quote, it's needles in your face.
You look so young. That's really annoying. How much Botox have you had?
Hey, none.
Oh, I've had loads.
No, jeez, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Does it hurt? Does it hurt?
Yeah, it's needles in your face.
This wasn't the only memorable radio moment of Colman's, though. What about Colman calling Paul Rudd while he was live on BBC Radio 1 as a practical joke, and teasing him for not contacting her when he was in England?
This friend, he doesn't live in England, but he's come to England, and he hasn't told you about it. And then not only has he not told you about it, he's come onto a radio show.
Then there's her pigeon impression, which is something you have to witness.
Can I do an impression of a pigeon?
Please.
Okay, pigeon on a high building. Love it. It's good, isn't it? So the eyes right here.
Delightful. Number 8. Sobbing speech. The public often loves when actors are honest, and Colman is seemingly one of the most truthful performers around.
Amazing women. Sorry. Helen, I think you're amazing. And Maxine and Gary. I'm sorry, not cool.
In 2014, she collected her third BAFTA TV award when she won Best Actress for her stunning performance in Broadchurch. The emotions got the best of her as Colman wept through her acceptance speech, but she also charmed viewers everywhere by managing to make people laugh while she spoke through her tears.
Also, can I thank my friend Merck, because she'll laugh. She's a teacher, she's not an actor, she's just going to think that's funny.
When she returned to the stage in 2019 to collect a BAFTA for Best Actress in a Leading Role in The Favourite, Colman was less sobby this time but had just as much nervous energy. Her announcing how they were going to celebrate later brought a cheer from the crowd.
Well, Nadia and Sandy and all of your teams, hi. We're having an amazing night, aren't we? We're going to get so later.
Number 7. BAFTA Tea Lady. Safety videos on airplanes are vital, but they can be pretty dull. In 2017, British Airways stepped up the game by featuring several famous UK faces and adding a dash of comedy to one of theirs. After that success, the following year, they did a new one with a similar format and fresh faces, except with Asam Chowdhury playing the terrible director once more.
And sure, they've got their BAFTAs, they got their Oscars, but what they really want is a sister. The Society of In-Flight Safety Training Awards.
In this one, Colman comes over to do her bit of the announcement. However, Chowdhury believes she's the tea lady and takes her coffee for himself.
There we go. Thank you, darling. Cappuccino, yeah, 4 sugars?
Actually, I've come to read for the audition.
The tea lady wants to audition.
I've got 3 BAFTAs, actually.
While the actor corrects him by stating she has 3 BAFTAs, he chuckles and doesn't believe her. After her safety bit and getting more disrespect from Chowdhury, Colman slams his ponytail for her mic drop moment.
Huh? Oh, to be honest, I haven't listened to a word you said. This coffee is disgusting.
Do you know what? You're a really rude little man with a horrible ponytail, and that's my coffee.
Number 6. Dirty Doris. 2007's Hot Fuzz was a comedy masterpiece. Part of the Three Flavors Cornetto trilogy, it was the mostly financially successful film and helped launch Olivia Colman's career.
She's not a policewoman. She's a senior bro. She's a police officer. Being a woman has nothing to do with it.
Oh, I don't know. Comes in handy every so often. I could have given you the tour. I've been around the station a few times.
Playing the role of PC Doris Thatcher, the actor has spoken about how enjoyable the role was, and for a good reason.
Do you miss playing PC Doris Thatcher?
Yeah, I mean, she was, like so much fun. She was dirty.
Armed with a West Country accent and a deep library of dirty jokes, Thatcher stole every scene she was in with filthy, witty remarks. One particular highlight was her viciously taking out a supermarket employee with a sign and quipping,
Nothing like a bit of girl on girl.
complete with a raucous laugh. Number 5. Troubles of working from home. As the world was amid the pandemic in 2020, Christmas was a different time in the UK. Gone was the traditional pantomime as people had to stay at home. But not all hope was lost.
Suddenly, things got extremely frightening with the crash of thunder and a bolt of lightning. Hello, Margaret.
Golly, wrong show.
A group of actors got together to put on Cinderella, a comic relief pantomime for Christmas, letting the audience enjoy the story from the safety of their homes. Each actor performed their fundraising panto pieces via Zoom.
Some of the jokes in this script are from 2013, when that joke would have killed. And children, Blockbusters is like Netflix, but it takes less time to choose a film.
This gave us some great comedy moments with Colman as the fairy godmother and narrator, who delivered witty rhymes and fourth wall breaking. At one point, after a long stretch of not being involved, we see Colman delightfully and understandably having a cheeky drink of beer.
Oh, it's me again, sorry. Right, we continue our tale for one and for all. My words aren't moving up, so I've had to come to a stall.
No. Very good.
Number 4. Tenant chemistry. Olivia Colman is a beloved actor in the UK with her charming and honest personality. So put her together with another national treasure in David Tennant, and you have a recipe for super success.
Hello, I'm Olivia Colman.
And I'm David Tennant.
And you are watching Broadchurch exclusively, only on
BBC America.
Oh yeah.
The duo worked together for the critically acclaimed gritty TV show Broadchurch. When the two did promos for the second season across various nations, they were clearly having a great time. At one point, they introduced themselves with the other's name and attempted South African accents with infectious laughter.
Can't
do it, I can't.
But I want you to differentiate between the New Zealand.
I can only do it if I'm South African. I can only do it.
While doing the promos in French, which is amazing on its own, Tennant jokingly called out Colman for reading it. The close friendship between the two warms our cold, cold hearts.
Bonjour, je m'appelle David Tennant.
Et je m'appelle Olivia Colman.
Broadchurch saison 2.
C'est bientôt sur France 2.
Did you read that?
Yeah.
Number 3. In Depth with Vogue. In a 2019 interview with Vogue containing 73 questions, Colman let her mockumentary talent shine.
And you've been dubbed a national treasure here in the UK. What are your thoughts on that label?
I don't really know what that means. It sounds like an old teapot.
Pretending that she's been living in high society because she's portrayed the Queen on more than one occasion, we see her enjoying life at an extravagant residence, complete with a butler.
What's the most British phrase ever?
After you.
And what joke would you say perfectly distills British humor?
Pull my finger. Unless the neck goes.
While descending a grand staircase and being asked about the most outrageous thing she's done in her life, the juxtaposition of her joyous answer of defecating in a cupboard as a child is delightful. Add in Colman's British joke of pull my finger, mentioning being called a national treasure sounding like an old teapot, and the fancy and strange dinner guests coming over, and the whole interview is an unexpected masterclass.
Who is dining exquisitely with you this evening?
Well, we've got my mum and some rowdy friends, the Rolling Stones, and some Danish royalty. And you, we of course want you to stay.
Number 2. Every Graham Norton appearance. Whenever Colman is on the Graham Norton show, she steals it. So get ready for some quick fire moments. Firstly, we have her unintentionally slamming Jack Whitehall's American accent. Then there's the time she accidentally found out about the season 1 culprit in Broadchurch.
I got so many messages going, we f***ed up, we shouldn't have told you, please don't tell anyone. we think we're going to do it, with none of the actors knowing, not even the person who did it knowing. Okay.
What about Meryl Streep inadvertently criticizing Colman's teeth on set?
And then she said, hey, let's all three of us have a photo with our funny English teeth. And I went, mine are real.
We related with Colman when she stated she nearly wet herself meeting Idris Elba and Lena Dunham. We can't forget her discussing how she dressed provocatively while unknowingly auditioning for the character of a nun. We gotta mention the fan art about Colman and Tennant's chemistry.
It's our beach. And then, I think this is maybe some steamy time behind the hotel where everyone stays. Check that out.
There's also Colman detailing putting a wet sponge down there for an intimate scene. Colman also gives us her face hack for playing Queen Elizabeth II. Finally, there's her not being able to control her body when performing.
Did you say farm? Oh, okay, so does the Queen do arms?
Yeah.
Well, every now and then when I'm really concentrating, I can get a little bit right. So was I doing that as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. The foil of Fleabag. As the godmother, Colman's brutal backhanded compliments and insults were wonderful.
I'm very excited to meet your new chap. Is he?
Oh, no, he's a different one.
Ooh, you do turn over fast.
Eating British delicacies. Doing the best for Britain by charmingly promoting the UK's cuisine to the world.
Oh, it's warm. What the hell is that? Is that pizza? It's a funny shape. Oh no, that's a fish. I can smell it now, it's closer to my face.
The fart interview. Colman's childlike delight at fart sound effects was hilarious.
Sorry.
Ooh, Olivia just farted.
That was wet. That was a good one, that was a wet one.
Teaming with Emilia Clarke. Honestly chit-chatting about non-glamorous glamour secrets, including knickers.
Knickers.
Obviously the knickers.
Always.
A spare in your bag or just on your person?
No, maybe I should move into that sort of thing. But you don't want to go out and go, I haven't got my knickers on. That's an awful.
Peep show favorite. The iconic role of slowly morphing from put-together Sophie to Mark's unhinged ex.
I'm going to have a little lie down, Mark, I'm tired.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Oscar speech. The creme de la creme of Colman's career, so far, was when she was rightfully awarded an Academy Award in 2019 for Best Actress for her work in The Favourite.
I could not tell you what I'm feeling. Next year, I'll be able to put it into words, but I don't know what to do with myself at the moment.
Her acceptance speech was special as she opened up by describing the situation as, quote, genuinely quite stressful. But what made it even better was Colman admitting later that she doesn't remember the experience.
But it must have been a bonkers night.
I actually can't remember it. And we were saying backstage, we met, can't remember it.
She was in a daze after she won.
Colman also collected a Golden Globe for the film. Laughter erupted when she shouted out her co-stars Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz by lovingly calling them a certain derogatory word.
And, my b****s. Emma and Rachel. Thank you. Every second of working with you girls was such a joy. So much fun.
At the 2020 Oscars, Colman returned to present an award. In her speech, she hilariously mentioned her win being the best night in her husband's life. What's your favorite Olivia Colman screen performance? Let us know below.
Place me on the table. I wish to flop around in a blind rage.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.